Capricorn. What messages do we have for Capricorn? 10 of coins. So when I get the 10 of coins, I get, financial stability, family, completion, happiness, abundance. King of Swords. I feel like in order for you to master yourself, to get to an abundant lifestyle, and when I mean abundant lifestyle, I don't mean financial, like, material things. It's just, emotionally fulfilled, loving yourself, being happy, being at peace, right? And I just feel like, for you to get there, and also financial gains. Okay, financial gains, opportunities. Yes, we're talking about that too. But I feel like Capricorn, you need to utilize your communication skills in order for you to maneuver to where you need to go. Because I feel like without communication, it stagnates you from moving forward. Enlightenment. I just feel like also Capricorn, you have came to a point in time, and the time is now, is seeing life from a different lens, seeing life from a different perspective. And that perspective is very spiritual, because instead of you being, yes, you can be a little judgmental sometimes, you're looking at life from a more deeper aspect. For an example, when things happen, you looking and at yourself like, what, that happened for a reason. Maybe this didn't work out because there's something better for me lined up, right? And I just feel like it's kind of like an emotional and spiritual awakening phase for you. That's beautiful. You know why? Because that's helping you elevate. I feel like you have to be fulfilled spiritually in order for it to help you physically, emotionally. And that helps you move forward, Capricorn. What are the messages for Capricorn? I feel like sometimes you do go through a lot of struggles, Capricorn. Overthinking, self-critical. But this is something that you need to not let, this is something that you need to not let overpower your life, dictate your life. Because I feel like that is something that will set you back. Knight of Cups. I feel like, being a little bit more in tune with your emotions. Because when we go back to communication, I just feel like it's good to also like let your emotions out, like communicate those emotions. A lot of the times, Capricorn, you guys can be a little cold. And a lot of people wonder if Capricorns even have emotions. So I feel like, not only proving people wrong, but proving yourself wrong, and becoming a little bit more vulnerable, Capricorn. Because I feel like, becoming vulnerable helps with emotional fulfillment. And that emotional fulfillment is what helps your enlightenment moment. And that enlightenment moment, helps just with your purpose and, the way that you think and look at life. And it's just a spiritual time for you, Capricorn. A spiritual time. Be curious, be curious about things. Like, if you're willing to like check out this new bar, this new restaurant, maybe wanting to go skydiving or, doing things that you've never done. I just feel like right now is the perfect time for you to just explore life, explore your curiosities, because not only are you becoming emotional fulfilled, spiritually enhanced and awakened, I just feel like exploring life and exploring the things that you've been curious about only feeds that that spiritual growth, feeds that emotional health. So that's something that you should definitely pursue. And look, the Justice card. So to end this reading, the Justice card means what? Being ready to step into faith, being ready to make that decision to move forward into this journey that I just talked about, and not allowing anything to step in your way, Capricorn. So explore life, you know, release yourself from these chains that been just, you know, bringing you down, because that's not like you. That's I was gonna say Scorpio. That's not like you, Capricorn. So get to it.